that smell wasn't quite pleasant. But guess what? After she used our product, after a while, and she tell us this thing. Without the toothpaste, just the tongue cleaner, by scraping it alone, the white coat is out, the breath is gone. Our good friend like Mei Sing, she has been helping us. She has been doing all this content is because the product is good by itself. I'm not trying to do a R-rated. By putting in a tongue cleaner into your mouth, scraping it is not the most pleasant experience.
No. Hey everyone, this is Kelvin. Welcome back to the Yes Beauty Talk Show. I'm back once again with my good friend and colleague Marcus. Hey Marcus, we were just talking about earlier, some very strange feedback that you got about, the tongue cleaners from Chisol factory, from certain customers that think that, that round dot at the back is rust. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, like when they saw that dot, I couldn't understand it. Like for me, it was quite easy, right? But for normal consumers, when they saw the black dot, they thought that was like a dirt. It's like unhygienic to put in the mouth. But look at it clearly. It's actually just where they host it on the mold.
Is it a very frequent thing? Like, do you get a lot of feedback like that?
Like, so on an average, maybe every month I receive such a feedback, like, and it's like all tracked on Shopee.
Okay, but outside of like, that round dot, like, is there anything that they bring up that you find is, kind of strange or any odd cases?
Once in a while, like our mint color, the scraper is in brown. They will tell me that brown color is the wrong color. Like, it's unhygienic, it's dirty.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay.
So you get a return request because of the color.
Yeah, so once in a while you get this kind of funny kind of request. It's just interesting. But I don't know whether you can remember, Kelvin, like there was this celeb that we know of. I'm just trying to drive you back to that incident. It used to be something that when she speak to us,
I think I know who you're talking about.
It was very tricky, because we were in an enclosed room, then she speaks. It was a bit of a, that smell wasn't quite pleasant. After she used our product, after a while, and she tell us this thing. Without the toothpaste, just the tongue cleaner, by scraping it alone, the white coat is out, the breath is gone.
Well, we helped her, right?
Yeah.
And she was amongst some of the few celebrities that you sent out products to.
Right.
I think quite a number of them really tried the products, and if I may say so, a lot of free content out of it.
That's right.
Yeah, they were very, very supportive. Alongside, all the other regular users that were using the products, and also giving you a lot of content to post.
Right. I mean, like, even now that we are on this topic of brand ambassadors and stuff like that, you look at our good friend like Mei Sing. She has been helping us, not because that we have paid her. I mean, in all honesty, she has been doing all this content is because the product is good by itself. You look at our Liu Ling, she has been also helping us.
I mean, she's featured in Sheng Siong, for example, right? In our stands, yeah, she's still there, standing high and tall, yeah, she's there at the top of all our standees.
We have a lot of all this live feed of real testimonials that came upon. Now, what's interesting is that I think more people will be trying to ask us, like, are there new products?
Yeah, like what's coming next and what we're going to be doing to, not exactly to capitalize, but how is the brand going to evolve from what it is right now? I mean, right now we're a Chisol factory, we're a single head. Our family is growing, right? Yep. It's going to be a couple in the future. I guess I can leak this news right now. It doesn't.
I think we're in the right junction to share this news. So when the boy and the girl comes together, we have a larger demographics of consumers that can use our products. Different features that they can be expecting is going to be eco-friendly. You can recycle your toothbrush, ensuring that we are along the government message, not the newborn, but
yeah, of course, yeah.
the eco-friendly messages, and then of course we want it to be more artistic. A toothbrush is not something that you have to force yourself to get to the bathroom to brush it. We have the range of Better Than Picasso. So this is where our brand it's really evolving. Like it's something that I'm very proud of when I talk about it. And moving forward, I mean, I'm just hoping that more and more artists, or celebrities, or even the day-to-day consumers, they can help us to do a bit of shout out.
Yeah,
stuff.
Because that was the one thing that was very, very surprising. Because we sell a lot of different categories of products online and offline. But I was very impressed by the amount of users online, like especially on Shopee, right? A lot of customers that even unprompted would just send you videos or pictures of them using the products.
Right.
Using the tongue cleaners, for example.
If our viewers are watching our background video,
yeah, they'll be able to see it right now.
Right, like one of the very specific one, I'm not trying to do a R-rated, content down here, but by putting in a tongue cleaner into your mouth and scraping it is not the most pleasant experience.
No, no, it
You
isn't.
know, you want to like
Yeah.
that experience is not very good. But yeah, you see the background one that is scraping now. That kind of an action, it's not pleasant.
Well, I think generally speaking, using a tongue cleaner isn't something that everyone is necessarily very exposed to, and some people don't even know that tongue cleaners exist. So
Exactly.
in terms of like just increasing overall awareness of how to use tongue cleaners, what they are, and what kind of role it plays in like dental health, for example,
Right.
right?
So I mean, putting aside to the product itself, I mean, we have been talking about a lot of the products. I think more towards the vision, of where we want to really bring this to the next level. I think what the market is short of today, and for our next generation, or even the older folks, they have been living in a generation whereby toothpaste, toothbrush is enough.
That's it. That's the oral care regime,
Right.
right? Yes.
So I think today we can introduce a tongue cleaner. Tomorrow we can introduce some
Yes.
interdental floss. I think these are kind of things that we can bring value to the society.
I think that we just have the right type of bristles for the elderly, even those using dentures.
Correct.
They're able to use our toothbrushes. We're bringing in, I think, in future we're going to diversify a little bit. We're going to bring in even softer ones that pregnant ladies can use, for example.
That's right.
And that's something where we're definitely looking into, right? So a lot of things, we have a lot that's in the pipeline. I think we are pushing very hard to make a lot of things happen for next year. And as we mentioned in the last episode, which is available on our YouTube channel, we are planning to expand overseas. Moving forward, we obviously couldn't travel over the last
borders
2
are
or 3
open.
years. Yeah, borders are open now. We want to make a splash overseas as well. But over here, we go back into what you were doing earlier, which was a lot of sampling. I think you'll continue to do that, right? This is always a part of...
Yeah, we sponsored NTU students. We
Yes.
sponsored NUS students.
Exactly.
Even the Tao Nan alumni also got from us.
Yeah.
Like this is our motto of the company.
You know what's interesting, like just on that topic alone, is how they would select the colors. Because sometimes they would really go for the colors we kind of didn't expect. We have certain colors that kind of don't move as quickly.
That's right.
That we kind of expected. I was quite interested to see like how different types of people would react to the different colors. So for example, the gold toothbrushes that we had in the past have now been replaced by the lavender purple.
And that's also a replica of the exact same color tone of iPhone 14.
That's kind of the theme that we're going with.
That's right.
We're trying to go with colors that we feel would appeal to certain audiences, and we're also fine-tuning as we go along. I think that process of constantly trying to figure out what would appeal to our audience and to potential buyers, for example, I think that's very, very important. So it's something that you and I, sometimes we sit down and we just think about colors.
Yeah.
We just lay out all the samples. We even look at different types of products, and from there we try to draw inspiration.
I think if viewers, they cannot even visualize it, like from our background, they can see in our office itself, we have like a huge range of colors that we have been trying to explore with our principal and the factory. I think in total, it's like, it's just immense.
I mean,
like super a lot of colors.
The amount of samples that we have in our office right now, it's incredible. Yeah, and from there, I think we can really fine-tune and make a very, very good selection of compelling oral care products. Because I think what really intrigues people about our brand is that it's really the colors. I mean, we just set aside like the ease of use and the sheer joy that they have when they use it. I think it's the colors that they really enjoy.
So what's the most appealing part about this entire equation, right? You and I, we are in the same category. We drink so much coffee a day.
I want my 6th cup.
Yeah, you're on your 6th, right? I had my 4th today. But, our teeth is still equally white at this time. And in fact, I have receding gums. So when what happened is that along the way, when I started to use this, my gums stopped bleeding. So Chisol Factory's toothbrush that we found eventually helps us in this fact.
Yeah, it's a very good point that you brought up, because my gums tend to bleed a lot. I think you and I, we have the same.
We have the same problem.
We probably have very, very similar dental records. Apart from the fact that I don't know if you had braces, but I did.
Oh,
and,
really?
And brushing was a pain back then.
Okay.
With braces, my gums would always bleed when I brushed. And thankfully, it hasn't happened since I started using Chisol Factory toothbrushes.
Right.
Unless, of course, I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I use a little bit too much force, you know, then yes, occasionally it bleeds, but it's definitely a lot better.
Exactly.
I think a lot of it has to do with of the softness of the bristles. It's firm, but it's not too sharp, it's not too hard.
So I always get a common question that most of the people always ask me, hey, so Marcus, how do you actually use a tongue cleaner to brush a tongue?
Yeah, you get that online all the time.
Yeah.
I see it in the
So
in the
I always
comments.
tell them one simple thing. You don't have to use anything. After you brush your teeth, the foam that is left inside your mouth, just use it to gently scrape it for the next 10 seconds. Once that's done, rinse your mouth, everything's out.
Yeah,
And
so it's easy.
And to clean the tongue cleaner, don't use soap. Just use normal tap water. Done.
So that's a very crucial part, because I think not a lot of people know that that how to clean the tongue cleaner.
Right, but remember one thing, because you can't visually see the germs and dirt that is accumulated.
There would be something wrong if you could. Yeah.
So people usually keep their tongue cleaner for a year before they change it. So I strongly encourage people, although it's very durable and very good that it doesn't break, it doesn't turn dirty, change it every 3 to 4 months.
Right. Be honest with me right now. Before you started with Chisol Factory, how often would you change your toothbrush?
I would say I give myself every 6 months before I change one.
Wow. So you're not an ideal customer in that case?
Definitely not. That's the reason why I thank a lot, in this journey, learning through this entire process and stuff like that. It's very rewarding. Like there's so many brands inside the market. Okay, I'm not just saying about Chisol Factory. They have Lion, they have Oral-B and stuff. Every brand has its own unique selling proposition. For us, I can only tell you one thing is that the soft bristles help you to stop residing your gums. That is irreversible. Like you just can't, once it goes
yeah,
down.
Once your gums recede,
that's it.
That's it. There's really there's nothing much we can do about it.
That's right. So all these kind of things and because of all this oral care that we are doing now, you and I can safely drink our coffee. And
well, I wouldn't say safely, but I guess we can drink it with a bit of peace of mind.
That's right. It's interesting.
It's definitely interesting, and it's interesting to learn from our customers why they choose to use our products, whether it's because they love the colors or they, like us, they had issues that we managed to help them to resolve.
Consumers are going to start seeing some interesting products in 2023.
Yeah, because earlier on we were only talking about colors.
That's right.
And different designs, but I think we're also looking into different types of bristles.
That's right.
We're also looking into different types of handles. There might be toothbrushes that can stand, So I think we're looking at a variety of many different things.
Back to the first thing is that I still hope that celebrity who we're going to meet up again, that breath stays on fresh.
Yeah, but just to be safe, let's probably pack a few in the...
We should. It's been a while since the last time we met her. She has been traveling. Okay. If you look at her IG, she has quite a huge load.
So, well, thank you very much for stopping by, joining us. I really appreciate having you. So I'll leave you to say goodbye to our audience today. And the all-important message, and if you like our video, please...
like and share.
Bye.
Bye-bye.